Hey guys, happy Sunday. Hey, the pro shooter. Hey, Carbon. Hey, Tamiko. Hey, Fifi. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday, y'all. It's been a busy Sunday. Today was supposed to be a really chill day for me. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I tried. I tried. I woke up and said it. I said it out loud. How's everybody doing? How's y'all weekend? How was everybody's fourth? Did the people go crazy with the fireworks? Hmm? How was y'all fourth? Let me know. I know where I was, the fireworks were a lot, but it was really, really nice. I visited my friend TT. Hey, Precious. I visited my friend TT's Urban Pantry. I had the fourth with her family. Me and my daughter drove there, and she's only a couple hours from me. But her husband, I think his goal in life must be to make the city look bad. So you know how most cities have their firework display situation? This was better. I was like, you putting them to shame. Like I was comparing it to my city, but even for theirs. You rested? Awesome. That's what I needed to do. That was my plan today, Tamiko. I literally said, I woke up this morning. I said, all I'm doing is laundry, cooking some dinner later, and doing my live. I kid you not, it wasn't even an hour after I said it. I was doing other stuff. I was doing content for you guys. So yeah. Hey Nee. I got your text, girl. I got it from mom before you though. You was late. She sent it to me last week. Hey, Mr. BS, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So Tamiko rested. What did the rest of y'all do for the fourth? No cookout, no cooking, no fireworks, nothing. I had a good time now, y'all. Um, Tia and her husband. It ain't just her husband. Tia and her husband. They do the fourth. It's like a neighborhood thing. Well, they live on a cul-de-sac, so it's like the cul-de-sac. Um, they made all kind of food. They had a pool for the kids, bouncy house thing for the kids. There was some games. There was everything that the adults could want. There was food for the adults. There was alcohol, beer, liquor, in between. It was just a good time. And then when the fireworks start, hey burner girl, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Um, all the neighborhood people came down. If there was chairs available, because there was a lot of chairs there with tables and stuff, they would just sit there. If they wanted their own chair, they brought their own chairs down, and they literally sat until those fireworks were done. And I believe this is he does this every year. Well, they do this every year. They even rented a ice cream machine so that the kids will be able to make their own little sundaes and stuff. I'm a kid. But it was so nice. It was so nice. We had a good time. And TT has some of her products out that she makes. She makes salves, creams, body butters, oils for your skin, oils for your hair, teas, bath milks, stuff, all kinds of stuff. And so she sold quite a bit of that stuff. I even purchased some stuff. And yes, I purchased my stuff because I believe in the products. I actually had already used several of her products that she just sent me or gave to me other times when she saw me. And I was like, not this time, sis, because I'm a repeat customer. Like I was like, I'm gonna need you to have some hair oil ready. I'm gonna need that hair oil. This time I bought, which I haven't used yet, but she had Yanni oil. If you don't know what Yanni is, look it up. Nah, I ain't gonna make out look it up. Yanni oil is for the women's special space, our personal space below our waist. It is not for internal use, it's for outer use, but yes. She sure did. I was like, I read the bottle. I was like, now I know what Yanni is. Is that what this is? Because see, when we be listening with her medicinal stuff, I was like, maybe this is not what I thought. She's like, no, it's yeah. I was like, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to be sure. So I got the Yanni oil, and then I got this a tea. One of her teas. It was a glow tea, where it is supposed to help your skin and everything radiate and stuff. And I'm like, y'all already be saying I'm glowing. Now when y'all said I could blame it on the tea. Lady parts, girl, yes. And then I got the bath milk stuff. It's like a herbal blend with the milk beads and stuff that you can put in your bath. I have to be careful with those, but I want to try it because it's all natural products. So I want to see if it's how I do with it. Hey Urban, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Yeah, so I did that Friday. I stayed down there. Tia and her husband. I don't know why I just say Tia because Tia is on YouTube and her husband isn't. But they have an Airbnb, so I stayed at their Airbnb. Me and my daughter did. Sunday we got up, and I got up. My daughter was still asleep. I got up and went and helped clean up because when I tell you, I'm not kidding when I say he gave the city a run for their money as far as firework displays. They shouldn't even do it. They should just wait for him to do it. There was so much debris. Even as the fireworks were going off, we were getting hit by debris coming out the sky. Mind you, we were nowhere near where he was setting it off. So the next day, it was probably across the street, the house directly across the street, and the house next to it, that house on each side, full of stuff in their yard, on their cars and stuff. So we cleaned all that up, everything that was in the actual street, and then everything that was on our side of the street. Hey, Jova, happy Sunday. Okay. All right, Carbon. So yeah, it was a lot to clean up. Plus, we had all the tables to take down, the chairs to put away, um, the pool to take down, the bouncy house, getting the ice cream machine cleaned out, just all those things. And so it really didn't take long. His daughter and son-in-law were there, and they were helping. They actually were there before I got there. So yeah. It was a great weekend. And we went to a farmer's market. I paused for a second because we did. We went to a nursery as well. Because I was like, I feel like we went to two. But we went to a farmer's market that we happened to pass as we were taking leftover food to her husband's job. So we took a lot of the leftover. People took food, but there was still so much food left over. I mean, so much food. So we took it to her husband's job for them to eat in between their breaks. And we saw a farmer's market as we were going. And me and Tia both were like, what about that? He said, okay, we'll catch it on the way back. So he took us to the farmer's market. And then we went to a nursery because I was trying to find some okra plants because somebody accidentally hacked most of their okra plants with the weed whacker. Why they do that? Hey Sunshine, how you doing, sis? Hey Miss Cassandra, happy Sunday. How you doing? So yeah. That's what it kind of was kind of was like we did the nursery, we went to lunch. Um, and then Tia's daughter ended up getting off work early because she was like, she started texting her that morning, like, what time is Gina leaving? And I said, tell her I'm not going to leave before she gets off because she got off at like 3. She was supposed to. She got off a little early. So I picked up my daughter from the Airbnb and we all rode over to Mimi, which is Tia's daughter's house. And if you follow Tia, you probably saw a short that she posted of me in Mimi's garden planting stuff with this voiceover that's telling all the lies. It's telling one truth and like a huge lie. I was like, girl, first of all, when did you record me? Didn't even know this child recorded me until she posted it. And then she sent it to me after she posted it. And I was like, you are so sneaky. You didn't get a notification for which video? Which one? Because I posted some shorts. I did drop a video. Oh, you know what? I dropped a video Friday that I was supposed to be at, y'all, and I was with Tia, got distracted, and then I was not in my own premiere. I was like, God dang it. Hey, Nikki, happy Sunday. So there's that. I wasn't even there. But I shared my trip when I went to Toledo for POMA. I shared some of that and the video from Friday if you want to check that out. I absolutely enjoyed myself at POMA. So when I tell you guys I'll be doing that event again, I will. That was really a great event. I was just talking to Carmen actually earlier, and I was telling her how I was literally outside all day that first day, like from 9 a.m. to like 9 a.m. until 9:30-ish p.m. I was outside. So yeah, and Lydia was sweet. I did a video call with her and Tia earlier. Lydia was like, you dark. She was like, what you been doing in that garden? I said, I've been outside, girl. Been outside. Your girl's getting outside. And I'm going to another event. I'm going to one in August. So yeah, girls outside. Although that was taking me into another state. And I'm gonna go. I'm pulling up. So yeah. Hey y'all, I was supposed to be live Friday, like I said, but I forgot the Friday was the 4th. That's why I did a premiere instead. So this coming Friday I will be live. And I'm hoping that I have everything set up to announce something on Friday. So definitely be in the live on Friday because I plan on announcing something. I've been outside, girl. I'm trying to get out and do some things this year. And if you saw my video for POMA is the Professional Outdoor Media Association. So it's outdoors. And I was there 3 days and we were outdoors all 3 of those days. But the longest day that I was outdoors at a single period of time was the first day. Literally, we were outdoors that whole day. So yeah, and you could see it like I just saw when I did that because this side, see, lighter where the sun don't touch. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm getting vitamin D, right? That's good for you, right? Ever since she got her freedom, she's been outside. Facts, sunshine. I's free now. Listen, I've been living. That's what I've been doing. I know, Fifi. Listen, and I've been catching some of y'all stuff here and there. The only thing is, I'm watching y'all on my TV, so I'm not commenting as much, which is irritating. I can like it. I can hit the thing to like it when I'm watching from my TV, but I can't comment. So I have been seeing what's going on. I'm not caught up on everybody. I'm not catching all of y'all content, but I am catching some. What up, bro? Give me free. um, that's right, sunshine. 100% fact. Um, but I have been seeing, yes, Precious. I was watching you earlier. You had were talking about the chicks where you had just given them water and then you went to check on them. You said you check on them 2 or 3 times a day. You would check on them again and it was bone dry. Yeah, I was watching. I was watching, girl. I be catching y'all. Y'all might not know that I'm always, like I said, hey, White Rambo, how you doing? Happy Sunday. But I be seeing. It's just that because I'm outside, it's harder for me to take the time to watch it on my phone and comment. Usually I put it on the TV and let it run so many videos to try to catch up and see what everybody has going on, see what y'all harvesting, what y'all got going. I just watched Broke tour and saw that he replaced the pair that he dug up with a new pair. But yeah, they graduated to the big house. All right. Listen. But I can imagine like as hot as it has been. Like right now I have a fan on in here because I don't think my AC is pushing out like it should be. So I'm gonna call the heating and air company tomorrow that put my unit in because this unit is fairly new. I just got it. This is 25, so maybe 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And my house is not feeling as cool as the thermostat is telling me it is. So I was like, either I'm going through the change or it's hot in here. It's not hot, but it's not as cool as it should be. So I'm pretty sure it's the latter. So I'll call them tomorrow and just have them come out and look at it, make sure everything is good. It probably needs to be cleaned out. Like sometimes leaves and stuff get in there, which is so interesting because your girl ain't got no trees. None. But they've done that before where they've come and cleaned it out and it was like it was a bunch of leaves in there and stuff around the unit, blah 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 blah. Just get me right. Get me right. So yeah. But that's pretty much what's been going on with me. Garden outside. I have been dealing with the garden, y'all. This my community garden. Hey Miss Cheryl, happy Sunday. When I was gone for the event I went to, I was gone for 6 days total. So I went to Poma for 3 days and then I went to GunCon for the other 3. And when I tell you it looked like overgrown grass, but it was overgrown weeds because it didn't look like grass. It just looked like weeds throughout my community garden plot. On the new side, so much more that both sides have weeds on them a lot. But because I planted in things on the other side, so I had some mulch down in spots, and then I still have some of the landscape covering on the other side. It wasn't as bad, but when I tell you it was horrible. So I spent Thursday cleaning that up. I haven't been back out there since Thursday. Excuse me, because Friday late morning is when I drove to Indiana to spend time with Tia and her family. Got back yesterday evening. I was tired. Today, I told y'all my plan was to do nothing really. My only work I was going to be doing was laundry. And I've done that and other things. So one of the things I did not do is make it out to the community garden because I was doing work in the backyard garden. um video coming. Hey Shanna, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. So yeah, it's just been a lot of work. That's the cost you pay trying to be outside. Because I would usually be up there several times during the week, and it rained. I heard, I think Broke made a comment in his tour, like it rained for 30 days straight. That's what it's been feeling like. Now it's typical for us to get, I mean, when I say us, I mean Ohio, to get rain um in May. So you know they used to say April showers bring May flowers. We usually don't get it in April because we're still coming out of winter. We might get a little, but the majority of the rain usually comes in May. And then we're kind of, it's just like here and there. June and May, just rain on top of rain on top of rain. That's why I can't stay on top of these weeds because it's just raining so much. So I think while I was gone, it rained like 3 days. Um, and it was just it was a mess. Even when I got back, I think it rained a few days. So that's been the complaint for this garden season is the rain. Who would have thought? Who would have thought rain would be the issue of all the things? Although I came home, I posted a short about it. I came home and my green beans that are growing in my backyard. Child, ain't that right, Nee? Between the rain and the heat. That part. Um, I use the Action Hoe too, Urban. But though when I tell you the overgrow, I'm talking about tall, tall in that time, in that 6 day span. So I went through my weed whacker and just like literally 800 square foot plot, pretty much weed whacked the whole thing. And then, well, up until I get to where my plants are. And accidentally, I've already mentioned that I was looking for okra because I done whacked most of my okra plants except for one on accident, y'all. It's not intentional, but it's like I think I'm not that close to them, and then boom, I see it fall over. I did one of my pepper plants this time. I was so agitated, and it had peppers on it. It's just stressful. It's stressful. You have 4 feet weeds and nearly machete. That part, Urban, the machete. That's the part. Because girl, I have to, and then my dang on generator died, so I didn't even finish, but I finished good enough for. There was just a very small part that I didn't get to, so hopefully one day this week I'll get out there. But I can't deal with that until the sun goes down, or a morning that I can go before the sun really comes up. I was outside today at 9 a.m. dripping sweat, dripping. I kid you not. And I wasn't doing any really laborious thing. I mean, it was labor, but it wasn't like how, like, I wasn't pulling up weeds or whacking weeds or using the Action Hoe or any of that stuff. Like, I don't feel like I should have been sweating that much that early. It's just, oh, sounds like I need to be more careful. I know. Yeah, I don't know which thing I said broke, but it felt like I said something. I couldn't, I was thinking like something I said, I just kept, that's why I kept talking. That's why I don't know what it is now because I tried to keep it going. But of course, you would catch it. I don't even remember what I said. Don't repeat it. But yeah, it's just, it was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah, I need you to send. I left you a message too. Which I need you to send me. I made a grocery list while I was watching your tour of the things that I want you to ship to me. from your garden, from your food forest. Hey fam, happy Sunday. You late to the party. What time is it? You late. But yeah, um, I definitely need those things, those items shipped to me. And who has apples? Did y'all see that I got robbed? Y'all, it came back. I think it's the squirrels. They absolutely came back and got the last. Well, no, there's one. I did see still one. It's a little bitty one. But they got the ones from the other tree. And I know y'all like, well, why didn't you cover it? Because I don't have anything to cover it with, and I wasn't even in the mood for all that. At that point, I was like, I don't have no apples. When I did that, showing that I was robbed, I had already tapped out. Next year, I will make sure that I protect the harvest because I did not. Last year, they didn't bother my apple. I only had one. That's why you heard singular. I had one apple last year, period. Not that was left, that grew. And then to have it fully loaded this year and then they not leave my apples alone. But I got my peaches, so I guess I can't have everything. You was in my back. You know what's funny, Nee? You know what's funny? Somebody asked me, was it possible that somebody got in my backyard and was eating? I was like, no. No, the effort of doing that is there's so many other things they could have bothered than those apples. So nah, I don't think that's the case. I think it's the squirrels getting my apples. But yeah, hey Stacy, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. So yeah, I think that it definitely is the pest. I'm blaming the squirrels, but it could be any random. I don't know because the only thing I've ever known to be in my yard is a squirrel. Every now and again, I might see a. That's true too because it wasn't ripe, so they wouldn't have took. That's another thing. They wouldn't have been. They would have waited till them things got right. They eat yours every year, Miss Cheryl. See, what did ma'am say? I only had to go back. So people be eating. Yeah, I didn't even see the message. That's the sad part. And if you wouldn't have said anything, Sunshine, I would have still not seen it. I'll catch you one day. God, no, them peaches was right. And didn't nobody get them but me. Them apples was not ready. They probably needed another month or so. However, broke throw apples in my package. I don't know what a Dorset tastes like, but I'll figure it out. Clearly, Miss Cheryl, because they wasn't ready, so they didn't care. Hey, Miss, I'm not. I'm about to get in trouble because Rachel hated when I be like Miss. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Happy Sunday. And Rachel, I gotta go check on my plant. Now I was just over there. I gotta go check on my plant. I forgot. I'm gonna check on it. Rachel sent me a plant, y'all. And literally, I was out there today because I told you I did a video. But why does my brain not see as I'm replaying it inside my head? But you know what? It could just be background noise. It could be right there in my face. Yes. I had to make sure I didn't pull nothing out of that bed because you know how you see weeds and stuff, but I did not. Plus, I would have known that wasn't. So it could just be background noise, and because it looks like it belongs, I didn't bother it or didn't even really pay attention. But now I must know. So after this live, I will be out there to make sure that my plant is okay because my heart is like feeling away right now. I am definitely feeling away right now. So yeah, and I saw your video, Stacy. I saw the video that you did. I've been seeing y'all. I be seeing y'all. Y'all don't think I know this. Miss Cheryl been doing. Y'all, Miss Cheryl been dropping quite a bit of content. She got some recipes out there. She made quesadillas. She got out there with them peaches. She's what other? You did another video from within the garden. Maybe it was when you were cutting some of the limbs because they were hanging or something. And there's other recipe ones. Yep, I was gonna say there's another recipe one. I'm not a tripe girl, but I did watch the video. I did watch it. But I was like, no, not me. I never had it. So that's I was told the other day because of something I was a food I was talking about. We eat with our eyes. We do. Now, when it was cooked up, it looks amazing. But because I saw it from beginning to end, the beginning did not make me want the end. I need to just see it at the end. And then maybe I'll try it. Stacey, I'm so serious. You know how you just sometimes don't need to see the whole process? You just, I didn't need to see it. But if I wanted to know how to make it, I would have been looking for that. You're going to do a video of your recipes. I'm waiting. I am waiting. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner, happy Sunday. I am waiting. Looking forward to that. Because I know in Cali, they got to have some great recipes. Got to. I mean, everything you should be pulling right out of your garden because we've seen Jay's garden, Juicing with Jay. He has a wonderful garden in Cali. And we haven't seen yours. We're waiting though. Patiently. Impatiently, patiently waiting. I should have fed you a selfie facts before I got to see it cooked. 100%. Miss Sure. I'm not huge on seafood stuff anyway. And tripe is not seafood. Isn't that a lining of something? Isn't that like the stomach lining of something? Am I missing something or am I thinking of something else? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought it was. That's what I yeah. I was like, wait a minute, tripe like the yes, ma'am. Nope. All facts, Master Garner. That's what we doing already. Yep, Shannon. I googled it real fast, and I was like, something tells me if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, no. Matter of fact, even if you had made it and offered it to me, you could not have told me what it is because I already knew what tripe was. Because they use it in a lot of, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of Mexican dishes, and I love Mexican food. And it took me a while to wrap my mind around even trying is it tinga, the beef tongue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the tripe, and I really would just wish they wouldn't even tell me what the other one was either. That is the tongue, but apparently it's supposed to be like the we're just not. That's not it, is it? No, that's not the word. No, it's tinga, but what is it? What is tinga? Um, it's shredded meat, but it don't they usually use the beef tongue for that? Oh, the whole oh, See what I mean? We eat with our eyes. Mm-mm. Mm. Okay. What is it made of? Oh no, tinga is a dish, so you might be right. I never seen that word, so um maybe I just mistakenly thought something was something else because I've never seen that word. But you guys are right. I've never seen it. First of all, Mr. BS, don't come up in here starting stuff. I know I'm right. Don't you do it. But yes, I've never heard that word. I've never seen it. So usually I'm looking at like a most times when I've seen the words like I live next door to some people that cook it. Oh, do you like it? I've heard it's good. I haven't had it, but I'm able to wrap my mind around it if it's not literally a tongue sitting in front of me. So I wouldn't need to. It was just. Oh, I've never had Filipinos food, so ugh. Let's just stop talking about it. I'm feeling a gag coming on. My eyes are watering. Oh no, let's just stop. Mm-mm. Oh my god, that just made my stomach not right. Just thinking about let's stop. No. Anyway, guys, what is the mindset for the upcoming week? What would the mindset be? For me, hmm, hmm. I need to get something done in order to be able to make this announcement on Friday. I used to work with a bunch of Filipinos. I would love to try, I'm not tripe, but their food. I think that's the food that I wanted to try. I am interested in trying all nationalities food. Something. It ain't gonna be tripe. What's good for hangovers? I can imagine that. Tried it once and no. I can imagine. Next time I go to Mexican market, I'll get you a pick of. No, I've seen it. I've seen it in the regular grocery store. Beef tongue? Absolutely, I have. They don't have them in there commonly anymore, but it used to be something you would see in a regular grocery store. Absolutely. So I've seen it before. No. I don't need to see look, it's almost like the person who don't need to see the chicken before it gets to the dinner table. That doesn't bother me as much, but I don't need to see some things before. You love their food, Pensit and lumpia, the best. Nice. Menudo is good for a hangover. You must denounce procrastination this week. I'm gonna roll with you, Nikki, because I could absolutely, after I end this live, start working on the thing that I need to get done in order to make the announcement that I need to make on Friday. And I will. I was going to say, but I will. Beef Tongue is a Southern grocery store. Still, okay. They used to be here in the Midwest. So, yeah. I mean, I can remember that being young, seeing a beef tongue. And it wasn't even like, ooh, what's that? It was just like, oh, there's a beef tongue. There's a tongue. So, yeah. You know, people make the best out of what they have. I mean, I don't like pig feet. I don't like chitlins, any of that stuff. My parents ate it. My siblings ate it. I'm the only one who didn't roll with the stuff. Um, but I do know that there's reason behind those things being enjoyed these days. Now it's not so much because it was what they had have to eat, but it's because they made it in for them palatable. For me, absolutely not. The thought of it, I've never tried them either. Not interested. Not interested. My goal is to get my arm straight this week. You will get your arm straight. I dislike those two. Yeah. My mindset is to plant all the seeds that I should have planted last week. Miss Cheryl, I'm gonna have to be a little bit of that too, because instead of me still looking for matter of fact, instead of me still looking for okra, I could just plant more okra. That's what I need to do. Just plant more okra. So let me just take these seeds out right now, and then because it's starting to cool off. These are not in order like they should. Oh yes, they are. LMP. So where's my? They are not in order. I was going to say where's my O? But why is my L and my M in the wrong space? Oh, and all right, sorry y'all. I know y'all like, girl, all that noise. I'm sorry. I had to put the stuff in order. The OCD. The OCD kicked in. It wasn't in the right place. But we got the open. See? Oh, we're going to drop some seeds. Nothing that has been cleaned that many times still is a meant for consumption. What's funny, Sunshine, as a little girl, and I mean little, maybe like 5, I used to sit at the table, at our dinner table with my grandmother and clean chitlins. Then we would cover the table with something, probably was a trash bag, because I'm sure we didn't use no plastic paper, tablecloth that you would just saturate with that. It probably was some trash bag that they opened up and did that. And I would sit there with her, my great grandmother actually, and just clean chitlins. Do I know how to do that to this day? No. Haven't done it since I was a little girl, probably under 10. So yeah, no. They have this food priced like everything is. Oh, this 5-star, it used to be dog food. Oh, hey Flo, how you doing? Happy Sunday, girl. Yes, that you saw the OCD kicking in. I couldn't even let it go. Like, oh, I'll fix it when I get done. Gotta fix it now. And see, I have seeds from ones that I grew, so I probably will just drop those. But then I have seeds that people sent me, and then of course I have store-bought seeds. I want some. See, that's what I get. Let me close this. Because then I start looking at stuff and I'm like, oh, I can grow that one. I can grow that one. I'm just going to drop these seeds and call it a day. I'll just be letting me do all kind of random stuff on these lives. My grandma used to make me help her with making hog head cheese. My mom never made it. She used to buy it though at the deli. And have you ever had souse meat? It looks disgusting. It probably is if I knew what all was in it. Didn't eat it growing up, but I remember trying it as like in my 20s. My mom had some one time. It wasn't bad, but I never bought it. I never bought it myself. It's like, yeah, it's different. And if you no, okay, some of the stuff we eat is just not right. You love chitlins. I would figure, Miss Cheryl. My mom loved it. Hot hog head cheese, yes. See, and we did the hot, and it probably is the same thing as if I'm thinking correctly, as hog head cheese. South meat. We called it South meat. Mine still eats that stuff. She eats chicken feet and enjoys cooking. I think that there's a couple people in here, well, they might just be listening though, who do the chicken feet. I could have sworn I've heard the conversation come up before on a lie. Um oh, she cooks it when you're around to mess with you. Did you Google it, Urban, to see what it was? It's really just scraps, I think, of like the hog. We're not gonna talk. That's love sunshine. So do chicken, do children and grands, and yes, great grands. Oh, chitlins. My oldest, she did pig feet and chitlins. And like I would tell my mom, I don't care what she eats. I just know her mom ain't cooking it. So if she wants those things, she need to call her granny. Or she called her Ganny, because she would always leave the R out. So she'll call her Ganny, and her Ganny can make those things for her because her mama ain't. Absolutely not. So those were bonding things that she did with her grandma, with my mom. And my mom did, she didn't make pig feet as much when that I can remember. My aunt would make it more so once I had my daughter. So my mom would make chitlins, my aunt would make the pig feet, and they would swap. But she would always call me, both of them, whenever they made these said items, so that they can make sure that my daughter got. Yeah. But hey, and my daughter eats a lot of things that I don't. She's a lot of seafood, a lot. It's not much that she won't eat. She doesn't like a lot of like stuff like crab legs and stuff. She just doesn't want to do the work. She likes it. She just doesn't want to do the work. She'll do a lobster before she do crab, but she does a lot of this stuff. Oysters, the scallops, shrimp, fish. She'll eat a lot of it. And her mama don't. I don't know where she get it from. I do not know. I eat my chicken feet. Shoot, I wasn't gonna say who Fifi, but I thought I remember a conversation way long ago because we've talked about so much on this platform. We kind of have been on here for quite a while, with you and Urban, and I thought Urban did as well. And y'all not the only ones. I just remember that's why I was like, there's a couple people I think in this chat who eat chicken feet. So yeah, I know that's right. Now I'm gonna say that this part. If y'all not watching Fifi and y'all even considering being on that homesteading level, y'all missing, because Fifi, she has chickens, egg layers. She also raises her chickens for, what do they, how do they say it, for the freezer camp. So she raises her meat birds. She also raises her turkeys. And yes, her and her husband process their stuff themselves. So, like she said, she ain't wasting it. Now I do gizzards. I haven't had gizzards in, oh my god, I couldn't even tell you how long. But I'll eat some gizzards. I'll eat some gizzards. I'm not a liver girl though. It's a texture for me. I'm just not a liver girl. Yep, chicken foot soup is no not so nice is what I think you were saying. Yes. But I thought so. I remember us saying, having a conversation about it probably a couple years ago, if not longer. Just pedicure toes. I don't like claws. Oh yeah. Yes. I figured you meant so. My aunt don't pedicure those claws. I want to visit you at dinner. You do, Miss Cheryl. I'm telling you, Fifi, she be doing the thing, and you can see like I don't know if this probably was a couple years ago. They kind of showed you a little bit of the when they showed you the complete setup of what they do to process the chickens, the meat birds. Of course, you know it's kind of frowned upon to do some of that stuff online, but I have seen some people do it. I don't know if their content got flagged or whatever when they did it, but I have seen some people do the actual processing on video. But she took you through basically what they do, why they do it, what it's for, blah blah blah. And I want to say that was a couple years ago I saw that video, at least. Hey, Thomas, happy Sunday. So, yeah. And I know there's some people who do that, but Fifi is doing this in a neighborhood. Like she has her complete setup. She's in a neighborhood just like I am. But she has all her, coops and stuff set up for the different chickens and then her turkeys. I better quit sleeping on some of these content creators, y'all, because they out here, they teaching and they also show how they do these things on their property in Jamaica. Is it in Jamaica, Fifi? I'm assuming Jamaica because I'm thinking about lashes, but is yours also in Jamaica? Let me know, because I might be putting yours in the wrong place. Now that as I'm saying, I'm like, I don't think hers is in Grenada. I knew that. I was like, something tell me yours was not Jamaica, but island nonetheless, but not the same island. So she also is showing how she's gardening and things there. So I'm telling y'all, follow Fifi, see what she's doing. So yeah, and she be taking you on her little fishing trips. And I finally got to fish. I was so excited. Now, mind you, it was catch and release, but that was just the warm up. Your girl is gonna go fishing where she can learn how to clean the fish herself and fillet it and all that kind of stuff. I want to be able to do all that. I want to be able to do it all. So, and then cook it and enjoy it. I want to do all of it. Fifi on Spicy Island. I know. That's what I'm saying. She fished too, y'all. She shows that in the content. And she's too Fifi is checking all the things. Checking all the things. Y'all know I'm about all the things that I'm mentioning. I'm about the gardening. I don't have the chickens, but I promise y'all that it's on the horizon. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's always a thought. I'm always trying to figure out how I can make it work. What my issue is, I have such a small yard, but at this juncture of everything, what do I need a yard for? I literally was just talking to two people about that this weekend. I'm like, I'm about to literally cover all of the grass in my backyard to kill it back. And I have to redo the garden space because my wood beds are falling apart. So I have to redo that. So I'm figuring that out. You're also a master fisherman, really? She is a Renaissance woman. I love it. I love it. But I'm really thinking about when I redo the garden space. It's a toss, y'all. So this is where my dilemma is with what I want to do with this backyard space that I want to just eliminate as being yard. One thing I want to do possibly is get my trees out of pots. If I do that and I and I plant those said trees in the ground, I won't be able to, I won't have space to have the chickens. Maybe. If I don't, then I probably have the space to have. Y'all, this is a, I keep seeing it as I move my hand. I'm like, what is that on my hand? It's not something on my hand. That is a casualty from the action hole. That was in it. So it blistered and everything, and I just never opened it up to let it, I just let it do its thing. I didn't make a thing of it. I ignored it. This is old. This one here, it's a mole, probably from another injury in life. But anyway, I do deep sea fish. The catch and release program is great. It brings less stress. Yes, it is. It's just it's dry and everything. It probably could peel off. I'm not bothering it. I don't care. Listen, I be out here working. Cute on this side, work on this. Listen, I am not a dainty princess. I am not. So there's that. Sure, Tule, you deep and not is not what we are talking about. Hilarious. Remember when Fifi got her fruit shook that tree? I know that's right. I do. I saw that. I love it when the babies are in the garden picking the fruit off the tree and being able to eat it right off the tree. Like teaching them early, like how amazing that is. And then they want to be a part of growing that thing. Like my grandson, he always wants to be a part of growing the watermelons because he likes the watermelons. So that's the first thing. As soon as I start gardening, he's like, Gigi, are the watermelons ready? Baby, them watermelons it ain't time yet for watermelon. We still cold. He start asking as soon as I'm doing anything, cleaning up the garden, anything. So I always have to make sure he gets some watermelon. Honestly, ain't no time to be cute. Ain't no time. If you gardening, ain't no time for that. Ain't no time for that. And listen, I will do it at any given. Like I was literally just checking on Tia's daughter's garden. She has just a 4x4 bed where she has a few things growing, and then she had a container that she had a tomato plant in, and that's really what she wanted me to look at. And she's like, it's like it looks like it's dying. And I was like, well, there could be several things. You could be overwatering it, or you could not be watering it enough, but you think you're watering it enough. So when I got there, it was the latter. It was very dry. And you know how your plant is so dry that around the planter it's away from the soil isn't touching the planter because it's bunched up in like this solid dry um clump, I guess you can say. And so when I watered it, you know how the water will kind of set on top of it and then it slowly soaks in. It did that. And I was like, but I said, this is that what you're doing when you water? And she's like, yeah, because that was a lot of water. I said, but it's only getting the surface. It's not getting to the bottom. I said, so two things could happen. Either you're watering it and you'll see the water start coming out the bottom really quick. Still, it's not getting all the way through. It's just coming straight through because it's not, the soil isn't moistened. So it's so dry, it's just pouring right out the holes at the bottom. I said, just when you water it, let it seep in like that, water it again. Let it seep in, water again. Once you get it good and watered, then you can go to watering it every couple of days or so. But she just wasn't getting enough water to it. And she had harvested from it. She thought she wasn't going to get any more. And I'm like, yeah, it just needs to bounce back. It's okay. And it wasn't discolored or anything. The leaves were just really droopy. You know how they get when it's thirsty. It's like your plant's thirsty. So, and that the Airbnb is It was a family home that was turned into an Airbnb that is now owned by Tia and her husband. And the neighbors have a compost up against their fence line, like a compost bin, but it's like a homemade one. And it's huge tomato plants growing out of this compost over onto the side where Tia's property is. So I just broke off some of it for um, Mimi to have in her garden, and I took them and planted them. And that's what's in the short that Tia posted. It's showing me looking at the garden, it's showing me planting these things, and then us talking about some of the stuff in the garden. But yeah, and I had no idea she was recording it. You got to keep it moist, Shanna. Ah. Hey, Liddy B. Hey, Happy Mac. Happy Sunday, y'all. I just got here in this Sunday pause. But also, it was true. Facts, Shanna. Funny, you were not wrong, Shanna. Facts. Facts. But yeah, so um, I love seeing um, Mimi get into gardening so much. She loves her little garden babies. She's growing pumpkin and cabbage. She was hurt for me to tell her that she wasn't going to get broccoli because she was growing broccoli. Yeah, that broccoli done went on to be with him. It's seeding like crazy. I was like, honey, that baby done bolted. And she said, what does that mean? I said, it means you ain't getting no broccoli. I said, these things that are coming out of there, they're going to shoot off some little pods and then you're going to get more seed that you can drop. And she's like, oh no, so I'm not going to get broccoli. No, no. I was like, broccoli doesn't really like this heat anyway. And she has her bed kind of direct sun. She has a space where she can plant some things indirectly to the sun. There's a tree. I said, maybe next year you plant some stuff over there, like broccoli or cauliflower, because she also has cauliflower and they have like tiny heads. And she's like, well, will they get bigger? They're probably going to bolt. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to bolt on you. So she's trying to grow spinach. And I was like, you're not getting spinach. They don't like the heat. So she had onions, no, she didn't have any peppers. Onions, tomato, cabbage, and collards. And those are the things and pumpkin. She's growing some pumpkin. And she had like some flowers, like marigolds and stuff, but they were on her other side of her property. She has a nice little space of property. And I said, once you get the hang of it, I know her garden's going to grow because she has the space to do it. So, yeah. Hey, G Mama. Happy Sunday. So, yeah. Precious over there working out. She always is. She be keeping that garden in order. Hey, it's G Mama's birthday. Happy birthday, G Mama. I'm going to get my glasses for what? What you talking about, Lady B? But yes, happy birthday, G Mama. I didn't know. I know. Happy birthday. Was it today, yesterday? Is it tomorrow? Because I know sometimes we celebrate when we know about it and not actually when it is. So what day is your birthday, G Mama? But yeah. Yeah, Nikki done told us all we know now. Let me see. She probably would have found out Wednesday. Cause no. Would y'all been live Saturday? It's today. Good. That's even better. Happy birthday, G Mama. Yes. You should have did a birthday live. Mm-hmm. Should have. So I'm not gonna procrastinate this week. Today. I'm not gonna procrastinate today. So I'm gonna get ahead of the game. And if I can figure out the thing I need to do today, I have to do some research to see how it's to be done. Then I can do it, and then I can be prepared for Friday. That's what I can do. Hey, that's my art. Happy Sunday. So that's what I got to work on. I got to figure it out. I might hit you up, Liddy B, because you be figuring out stuff like this. I might have to see if you know the answer to this. If not, and I've tried YouTube University, I don't think I'm typing in the right thing to ask it to get the video that I need, but that's today. Yeah, July 6th. But yeah. I need to figure this out. And then I'll be prepared. And then I'm also going to drop these seeds. I'm going to drop some okra. Y'all already have corn coming. Did I show y'all that already? It's coming. I did a video. But I think the plants are way too small. So I don't think I'm going to get decent corn stalks, corn cobs. The plants are small. I think somebody else's plant is pollinating my plant. Oh, it's always something. This is at the community garden. Oh, you did earlier today? I didn't get no notification for you. I didn't get one for Broke either, though, which is interesting. And it may be because I'm not being as consistent watching, but I only knew Broke was live because I got on YouTube. Did I get a notification for this? Okay. Because Bayou Sugar is live for the members only. And I'm like, I usually get a one for that. I don't even have one in my feed for Broke, which is crazy. I usually get him, and I don't have you either, G Mama. They ain't tell me nothing. The question is, when we seeing a watermelon, when you see it, you gonna see it. That's when you gonna see it. Watermelon's coming. I am behind the 8 ball on watermelon. I don't live in a warm state. So mine is going to be about a month or so behind the people who's showing their little baby watermelons now. Broke. I saw your little watermelon Broke. Then somebody, who was that? I was picking with him too. I hope he could take the trash talk. Black Guns and Gardens. He tagged us. He weighed a watermelon. I think it was like 21 pounds. I was like, oh, that's a nice, good start. You know, I got trash talk. But in all honesty, it is a nice, good start because considering Sydney grew, 45-pound watermelon? 21 pounds ain't going to win watermelon wars. Just saying. But yes. Because y'all watch TV. Yes, it do be hating. Because I should have got notification for both. Thank you, sis. Sunshine. I just saw your message. But yes. So what? Oh, wait a minute. Well, you gonna just say yours is coming up. You ain't tell us when, though, Urban. You think you slick. She like, I ain't saying when, it's just coming up. When y'all hit 50 pounds, let me know. Why? Why? Ain't it crazy, G Mama? That's why I came in late. I came in like, well, he didn't stay on that long, but I came in like probably 10, 15 minutes before he ended the live. Oh, all of the people that I follow, pretty much, if they do content, that's why I said pretty much. Everybody who I follow that does content, I do the notification button. If I follow you just because you might do content one day, but you may not be doing it now, I don't hit any of that. I just do the follow. What? What? What did Fam say? I gotta always go back and see what foolishness. Oh no, that's what he said. When y'all hit 50, let me know. Don't write him, Miss Cheryl, because he ain't going not a goddamn thing. Ain't nobody seen proof of no labor over that way. All he do is talk about it. We need to see. That's all I'm saying. I saw a lady on IG that had an 80. This Cassandra. 81. What did she grow? Do you know what variety? Not that I don't want an 81 pound. I don't even honestly. Let me be real. I'm only trying to grow a large watermelon for the war. Do I really want a watermelon that's it? No, because I'm really the only one in this house to eat it. My grandson will eat, so he ain't gonna eat that much. My daughter don't eat it. Like, I don't be wanting to waste it. That's why I started making watermelon jelly. Because I was like, I can't go through these watermelon like that. Like, I like watermelon, don't get me wrong, but no. I can't, I'm not eating it like every day. Y'all. 81 pounds? Good Lord. I don't know the state. I had to find her again. Lord. If ammo grew on trees, facts, sunshine. He definitely would start growing. His yard be full of trees. Trees for every type of ammo he needs. I won't eat one that big. I will if it tastes good, but I ain't gonna finish it. Like, literally, I'm not even gonna eat a fourth of it. Probably 81 pounds. Nah, no. When I grew the 22-pound one, that's when I started jelly. That's when I was like, what can I do with this watermelon? Oh, I wonder if I could juice it, strain it off, and make a jelly. And that's how it happened. I promise y'all. And then I went online to see if I could find anybody who had done it. And really it wasn't. So I was like, but I had seen all these other fruits done. And I was like, I feel like if I get the pulp away from the juice, why couldn't I cook it down and add the sugar and the pectin and some peppers? So I did a watermelon jalapeno jelly. Turned out phenomenal. What up, Floston? Happy Sunday. Cut it up into cubes and freeze it. Then you can make watermelon. Ooh, now that would be nice. I ain't mad about that. I am not mad about that. Y'all, Fox, I'm only going to throw you under the bus because you threw Mama under the bus. Did y'all see his video harvesting potatoes? If y'all didn't, go see it. I ain't going to even tell y'all what happened. If y'all haven't seen it, go see it. And he threw Mama under the bus. Talking about I ain't going to say no names. I made a concentrated watermelon juice and canned it last year. Nice. Nice. And I could just juice it and freeze it. Juice some and freeze it. And then anytime I want to make something with it, I could. But I will tell you that watermelon pepper jelly is amazing. I sent some to a few people that like spicy stuff. Lydia is one of the people in my circle who does not. So Tia, she does spicy. She's like me. She likes the peppers. Carbon, Erica, and I think those are the three people I sent it to. And Carbon has tried to get me to sell my jellies ever since she had it. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't. I wish I would have brought in here the things that Tia made for me though. She made me 2 cups with the Produce with Purpose on it. She snatched my logo. No, she's one of my team members on my Canva. So she took it off of my Canva because that's where I designed it and put it on a couple of cups, and then she made me a shirt. She made a shirt for me and my daughter. She made my daughter a Sim shirt because she likes Sims. And then she made me a shirt that says, "This is my gun festival shirt." Because she always calls these events that I go to my festivals. So if I talk to her while I'm at one, she's like, "Yeah, you at one of your little gun festivals again." My granddaughter and daughter mixed it with liquor. Nice. So you fused at Tia for not. I fussed at Tia for not selling her product. See, Tia is different though. I fussed at her because Tia's making. I'm making. I can now. If I went to like a farmer's market, I wouldn't mind doing it. I don't want to ship and all that because they're in glass jars. I don't want to deal with stuff breaking. I don't want to deal with just. I just don't want to deal. But at a farmer's market, I don't have time for that at the moment because I be outside. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't have time for it at the moment. But if I did, I wouldn't mind doing something like that and having my products there. But right now, I just send stuff to people. Like I got a couple packages I'm putting together right now to ship out to a couple friends. Um, Especially like if like when somebody that's like a thing that I can do as a thank you. Um, that's that I like doing. So because I'm making the items and I'm like, you know what, this person did something for me. I want to really thank them by just sending them a package with some random canned items that I've done. May it be jelly or hot sauce or whatever. So, and I told y'all this year, and I haven't started harvesting for those things yet, but when I do, and I am making my jellies and stuff like that, that's going to be some of the giveaways that I'll be doing. Um, so that'll be later in the um, gardening season. Because when I tell you I haven't had a lot of harvest to do yet, I got those green beans. I was so hyped when I saw those green beans. I said, when I left, there was none. I know there wasn't. So it's not like I didn't see them. It was none. And that's how much it rained and everything. I came back and my green bean plants were like droopy. They were so loaded. And I filled that whole little wastebasket, that Dollar Tree wastebasket full of them. And it made about 5 pints of green beans. So great. You would, Miss Cheryl? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Y'all be when I be seeing y'all harvesting some certain stuff, I don't hit Miss Cheryl up like, no, can you just throw some of that stuff in a box and ship it here? And wait till I see somebody harvesting some apples. Although I appreciate every person who saw that video and was like, I wish I had some apples to send you. I appreciate y'all because I know you would. I know you would because somebody, actually, it was Rachel, Homesteader Rachel, had something. She heard me mention, who knows how long ago, that I had trouble growing. I had trouble getting it to germinate, so I wasn't going to have it. And she actually reached out to me while I was still at one of the events. I was still at GunCon, and I called her after I left, and she was like, "I have XYZ, and I want to send it to you." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "I appreciate that." She said, "I'm just hoping it'll survive the trip through the mail." So she did send it. I did plant it, and now that's why I'm having a brain fart if it's okay, because your girl done got too distracted this weekend because I wasn't here. I was in Indiana, and I got home yesterday. I walked that garden today, and I do not recall. It could be there just as great and just as perky and just as living its best life, but I'm gonna make sure after this live. I'm using your logo for my garden go. Nice. You know what's funny is I use it for everything now. I kid you not. I can be at work doing something, and I am everything. I think this with purpose. I need to do this with purpose. I need to complete this task with purpose. No matter what it is. When I harvest with purpose. The purpose in my harvest could be to then take those items and preserve them, or take those items and prepare it to go with my dinner or whatever, or share it. I literally needed to harvest collards and kale right before I left for um, Poma. I called one of my friends and I was like, because her husband had just made a comment like, "You don't never offered to send us no tomatoes or peppers or anything." I said, "You, I didn't know you wanted that stuff. Say less." And I hit her up and I was like, "Hey, I got these collards of kale. Y'all want this?" She's like, "Yeah." So I bagged them up, dropped them off to her because I didn't have time to process it, but I needed to harvest it. So yeah, bags, Fifi. I was outside. I can't wait to actually go fishing to where I learn the next steps involved in it. So cleaning and all that stuff. Fifi, some of y'all should be happy I don't live closer to y'all. Cause I would be annoying. Although people tell me I'm not, I think I am. I think I can be. Um, so I would be annoying. I'd be like, "Hey girls, do you think I could go fishing with y'all?" She is awesome, G Mama. She is. And I thought that was so sweet because I really hadn't thought any more about this thing. Y'all will know what it is. I just want to make sure it's alive before I start talking. I don't want to share with y'all and then it be a disaster. So I gotta make sure she's okay out there. And then so it's not a secret. I just don't want to talk about it and it's not okay. Because I it's bothering me that I don't recall seeing it when I was out there earlier. So yeah. um her my hashtag for the year. She outside. I love it. I will be though. Like for real. This is well, I did go somewhere for the fourth. I was gonna say this is the only month I didn't go anywhere, but I went to Tia for the fourth. I don't have anything planned for the rest of this month as far as leaving to go somewhere, but the beginning of August, planning on going to Goals, and that's an event thrown by Gun Owners of America. So yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. So I plan on going to that. I don't know if I have any other ones that I'll attend this year, but there is one that's like February or so of next year that I want to go to. It's more for women. Um, I have a lot of things on my just on my I guess you could say bucket list for next year. So next year is gonna be dope. There's some things that I want to do that are gonna be very dope. So yeah. I thank you for that purpose. It's getting me through the spring summer. I love that you should have made it out of a challenge. We will do that because you know what? It doesn't end. It did. Like I said, I'm using it in everything. So gardening is not the only thing with purpose. Being purpose driven is important. We'll work that in because you everything, all the things I talk about can be purpose driven. Meal prepping. There's a purpose in meal prepping, and it's life like it's not life changing, but it definitely makes your life easier. Budgeting. Now that's life changing. Budgeting with purpose, getting financially savvy, working that, making sure that credit score is intact, things like that. Yes. Agenda. There you go. Couldn't get it out, but thank you. That is it, Fifi. It's on my agenda. Yeah. So yes. You're trying to get a canner? Nice. I do have the one that I use in my Amazon storefront. The Presto is the kind that I use. I have two Prestos. I have the regular size one. I don't know what the quarts is to it, and then I have the double one, the bigger one, where I could double stack my pint jars, so I can can up to 20 pint jars at a time, rather than the other one you could just do 10. So I have both of those, and I also have my steam canner in my Amazon store, and that might be it. I might just have the steam canner and the Presto canner. So yeah, and they're both great. The steam canner, I love it because you don't have to use as much water as you do to water bath can. Um, so I do like that. Yeah, but I would definitely get one. I actually need to can up some stuff. I wasn't going to can it, but I think I'm gonna try canning when I harvest my collards and stuff again. I think I'm gonna try to can that and see how it turns out. I don't see why it would be any issue to it. I haven't even looked at my book to see my book. Where is it? Anyway, I have. Oh, I know where it's at. I haven't looked in my book to see what the processing time is with doing collards. I was thinking about doing it with some smoked turkey, but I think I'm gonna just do the collards. When I fix them to eat them, I can put in some smoked turkey and whatever else seasoning wise I want to do with it. So I think I'm just gonna keep it simple: water, salt, and the collards, just like a teaspoon of salt for the canning, preserving it, and leave it simple. And then when I eat it, that's when I put the other things in it. I am going to be harvesting some of my cabbage leaves because they are still in amazing condition. Um, and I think I'm going to put that with the collards and put the kale with it, just mix it all together. Yes. And I hope I get way more green beans. Let me tell you something I found out when I did that short. I thought I had posted a video of me planting those green beans. I did not. And let me tell you what I also did. I deleted it. And I think I deleted it because I thought I had posted it. I thought I had edited it and posted it, and I cannot find this video. So I went back through my content because I was like, oh, let me go back and see what I planted, what variety. And there was no video on my content. This should have been like a while ago, like a month or so ago. And I couldn't find a video. And I'm like, I never posted the video of me planting the green beans. So then I went back through my phone trying to find like all my videos. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how that happened. You guys never got that video. And I was very proud of myself for playing those green beans. So I won't know what variety because I don't have the video. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. But I am going to get off of here. I'm going to work on getting this thing done that I need to get done. Before I do that, I'm going to go plant these okra seeds and check on that plant outside. Then, Letty B, if you still listening, I'm be hitting you up, girl, because I want to know if you know how to do what I need to do. And if not, then I'm gonna keep working on figuring it out. Fifi, I'm so frustrated about it. Like I even went through the backup because you know how it backs up your stuff. I deleted it. I don't do that usually unless I know I've done everything I need to do with a video. I don't know how I accidentally did that. Now I don't know which one it was. It could be the provider. It's a bush. But I know I had provider beans. I had like 4 different kinds. Oh, I got some stuff on my desk. That's what I'm looking at. But this ain't none of this is that stuff. No, this is kale and broccoli, spaghetti squash, and some cabbage. And these are all unopened, which means that not all of them. So like there might have been something I had thought about giving away. Somebody sent me coffee. Has anybody grown coffee? I know who sent it to me, but I don't want to say in case they don't want me to say. But yeah. Anyway, happy birthday again, G Mama. Happy birthday. May you have many more. May every wish that you wish for this birthday and the year ahead come true. And I hope everybody has a great week. Set an expectation for the week. I know Nikki says she's not going to procrastinate. Michelle says she's going to plant seeds. Somebody else said something. I can't remember who it was. Somebody else did. But just, set a goal for the week of something that is going to make your week go through very smoothly and productively and purposefully. All right. So everything you do in this week, do it with purpose. All right. And make it a positive purpose. Don't say I knocked them out because, they was talking. I mean, it's purpose in everything, but, let's keep it on a positive. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great week. And I'll be seeing y'all in this YouTube streets. Like I said, I'm watching y'all. Even though I don't always get to comment, I do see the videos and stuff that you guys are dropping, the shorts and the videos and stuff. When I can comment, I comment. But sometimes I'm watching on the TV and I just can't. But I always like it and I always watch it through. All right? All right, y'all. Excuse me. Y'all have a great week. I will see y'all soon. All right. And I'll be on here Friday, y'all. So that's what I need to not procrastinate in. I'll get that thumbnail out right away. All right. All right. Have a good one.